Hi, my name is Shelby Jansen. I'm the lead faculty for mathematics at Wichita Area Technical College. Part of what I have to do as a lead faculty is oversee my adjuncts. I have 14 adjuncts and one other full-time employee. I also am in charge of data collection and training my adjuncts and overseeing any student issues related to math courses. So templates in Blackboard, we just started using those recently as well. Before then, all of our adjunct instructors just kind of did their own thing. Some instructors didn't enhance their traditional courses at all, and Blackboard was essentially just used for the grade book and taking attendance. And now all of our courses, now that we have templates, there is a math resources folder that has a bunch of links that students can get additional help on. The adjuncts don't have to worry about putting that in there. It's already set up and we roll it over from semester to semester. I can put in review materials or anything like that that would be helpful to all students. Just whatever we want to put in the template course that we think would be helpful. We also use the template courses and we have a hidden folder in there for instructors. So a lot of instructor information, whether it's a syllabi template or just information about the midterm or final or anything along those lines. We also have that in the template that's hidden from students but the instructors see. So a lot of questions that they may have, they're able to go there and find the answers if they can't find me, and it just saves everybody a lot of time. One thing that we've done in our department to make it a little bit easier is use Pearson's coordinator courses. All of our courses use MyMathLab, and all of our traditional courses and our online courses all use that product. And the coordinator course we just started using probably a few years ago, and it's very easy to set up. It's just a setting in the general settings. But we use it to for a couple different reasons. Curriculum consistency is probably the big thing, just making sure that all the courses are using and incorporating all of the necessary learning objectives that we need to include in all of our courses for the Kansas Board of Regents. We also administer midterms and finals that are common, so it's much easier to do in a coordinator course. And the data collection at the end of the semester is much easier. I'm able to pull all of that data and not rely on the adjuncts submitting it to me one by one. And then probably the biggest thing that I use it for is just troubleshooting with my adjuncts if they're struggling with grading or an assignment isn't opening or not viewable by students. I can go in and troubleshoot and see and adjust settings if needed. And when students come to me with issues, I'm also able to go in and look at their performance. Some of the issues that we had before, we have weighted grades in our math department, so some instructors would forget to set up the weighted grades and the grades wouldn't be accurate. Using the template course, we avoid that now. There's a lot of syncing issues and I had to troubleshoot one by one, but now with the template we don't seem to have as many of those issues anymore just because everything is addressed in that template course before it's rolled over into the instructor courses. Definitely benefited students because of the gradebook should be accurate, whereas before it may or may not, and the adjunct may not have realized it before. So it's definitely better for students. With the integration of Pearson and the syncing into Blackboard, it's almost real time. Give it 2 or 3 hours and the gradebook updates automatically, where before our instructors would have to go in and manually update maybe once a week, and so grades were not necessarily current. Lessons learned. At first I was kind of resistant because I didn't know what I didn't know, and I thought it was going to require a lot more work on my part and a lot more training for the adjuncts. But it has made my life and their lives so much easier. The beginning of the semester, there's not a lot of setup anymore for them. It's preloaded, and now that it's kind of built, then I just do a couple tweaks and I check things over between semesters, and then they roll it over into, well, they contact somebody at the college that they then roll over the course for them. So the instructors, again, are able to focus on their curriculum and their students and not so much with setting up their course. It's ready to go. Something that I think is very beneficial in this whole process is having somebody in your ITAS department that you work with very closely and that has knowledge of both the Pearson and the Blackboard. That is something that Casey and I have worked on together collaboratively for several semesters now, and it's very beneficial to have somebody that knows about the Pearson in conjunction with the Blackboard.